All across Australia, young women are running amok. No modesty, no respect, no class. 2 weeks ago, 8 of Australia's worst laddettes were shipped to England, land of monarchy and manners.
Could we take out some of these piercings?
No.
Yes, definitely.
For some old-fashioned corrective treatment.
Do not be insolent!
Since then, 2 cultures have been at war.
Get out of my class! Will you please?
Do not! No!
Immediately, Kayla! No.
And already 2 girls have been sent packing. This week, the laddettes will host a fashion salon for some high society guests.
I'm extremely nervous, Rosemary.
They'll learn about grace,
You're walking like a duck!
charm,
Your cuffs are filthy.
and afternoon tea.
I'm so sorry, ladies.
After the catwalk show, there'll be a reckoning.
I hate my old life.
And yet another girl will be packing her bags.
This is about becoming a lady. You're not even halfway there.
It's the 3rd week of term at Hereford Hall Finishing School. At breakfast, the 6 laddettes discover a new and glamorous challenge.
Catwalk fashion show.
At week's end, they'll host a salon show before an audience of aristocracy and fashionistas. But there are mixed feelings.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for this catwalk show.
I don't do dresses. I don't do strutting or pouting.
And it isn't just the laddettes who harbour doubts.
This week's challenge is a formidable one. Your guests will include luminaries of the fashion industry. Quite frankly, I hope we haven't bitten off more than we can chew.
Before anything else, the principal must address the girls' physical appearance.
They've come thinking they look absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, when in fact they look quite hideous.
To ensure these tearaways are fit for the catwalk, the girls are placed in the artful hands of a hairdresser to the royal family, Ian Carmichael, and makeup artist to the aristocracy, Fiona Keane. For the laddettes, the prospect of a royal pampering is a welcome treat.
I know. Hey, down!
The girls enjoy makeovers fit for monarchs. But there's no room for princesses.
I've never had a fringe before.
That's good. That's good. You've never been here before.
It's all gone.
Gosh, you're another one with amazing eyelashes.
In the makeup room, an external overhaul leads to some inner truths.
I feel like I'm sort of the ugly duckling in the family.
Just sit up for me.
I just feel like my sisters are heaps prettier than I am.
Once you strip away that tough exterior, you find a very vulnerable young woman, lacking in self-confidence and self-respect.
But one reluctant ladette isn't so sure.
Look at the drama. Look at the drama in your face when you've got eyebrows. And when you've got no eyebrows, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Back in Queensland, 21-year-old Danelle Gomans has no interest in beauty parlours.
I don't really know fuck all about having style and fashion and shit like that.
Danelle's model looks are not matched by a model attitude.
What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck off the road! It's a sad life if that's all you care about, what you look like, and that's fucking ridiculous.
Since arriving at Hereford Hall, she's been sullen to the point of rudeness.
Could we take out some of these piercings?
No.
But you are charmless.
And her barriers have remained unbreached.
Do that right now. Go to the principal's office. I've had enough of you.
I'm not stupid, I know exactly what they're trying to do. Picking on us because they want to break us down or whatever.
But a makeup session brings out a very different Danelle.
So are there any girls in your family who've got eyebrows?
My oldest sister did. But, no.
When you say she did, what does that mean?
It means my sister died.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Sorry, I just messed up my...
No, it's so not important. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Has she been gone long?
5 years.
Oh. Is that who your lovely cross is for?
No, that's what my tattoo on my back is for.
Oh, really? Oh, what is it?
It's a cross with wings behind it and a rose up the middle with her name. I just came to a breaking point. You can hold back as much as you try to, but you're going to break at some point.
Right.
I think it's more a case of just giving into it as well.
The girls have each been styled in ways they could never have imagined. Now comes a chance to compare and contrast.
We're from the 60s.
They call me Mini Brewer.
It is terribly important that these girls embrace this part of our course, because really we couldn't go any further in polite society if this was not done at this point.
But one laddette is far from happy with her new hair.
Never letting anyone touch it. It's so fucking gay! I'm not going back to Australia looking like this! No way!
21-year-old Shari Linney is less interested in quaffing hair than in quaffing beer.
I drink so much. I haven't gone a day without drinking in the last couple of years.
Despite this Perth girl's privileged upbringing, she has no respect for authority or decency.
I'm happy with my body. I'm happy to get it out for anyone.
Hey, boys, check these out!
Since arriving at Hereford Hall, she's displayed nothing but flesh
Pipe down. I don't want to hear your voice again. Just be quiet.
and insolence.
Sorry,
myself.
that is enough.
But will a ladylike look bring out a new, politer Shari?
Twirls, please. You first. Good. Yes, he's taken all the different colour out of it. This fringe is
Different.
This is all part of making you look more feminine, to help you act in a feminine way.
The laddettes might have been transformed, but a lady must always keep up appearances.
I want you like this first thing in the morning, please. Come down to breakfast looking as you are now. All right?
But it seems the principal's efforts have not been greatly appreciated. It's taken a whole day to do the girl's hair, but it takes Shari only a minute to undo it.
What have you done with your hair? Washed it. What do you mean, washed it? Washed it. You've just had your hair done.
I'm disappointed.
I am terribly disappointed. Can't you see why I'm so shocked?
Oh, I sort of can.
You sort of can? Well, how very odd.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be an issue.
But of course it's an issue. That's like throwing it in our faces, Mrs. Hardboard and myself.
I just reiterate, hair done, looking perfect at breakfast tomorrow morning. Good night.
But has Shari also put a dampener on her chances at Hereford Hall?
They actually ruined my hair. I'm so friggin' pissed.
What is this?
It's the morning after the makeovers at Hereford Hall, and in a few days' time, the girls will be paraded in public at a salon show. High standards are expected, but already they've slipped, and it's not just the atmosphere that's fallen flat.
I'm actually quite shocked. Shari, a disgrace. It looks flat.
A little bit bouncy.
Bouncy?
I'm not sure if the haircut quite suits me as well.
I think it looks a lot better than it did before you had it done. Karen, you look as if you've been through a hedge backwards. I'm serious, you do.
Tomorrow's event will be a social minefield. The girls will be expected to converse with clarity,
Coming, girls, it's coming!
to port themselves with dignity.
Yes, you can walk in those shoes.
And as part of their challenge, they'll be expected to serve afternoon tea to some real ladies.
Do not put the milk into the teacup first.
It'll be no piece of cake.
It's all about presentation.
There'll be gourmet gâteau
Little mini cakes, absolutely delicious, lovely.
and the
cucumber.
obligatory cucumber sandwiches.
Skin off the cucumber, strawberry tarts. Go.
Elocution teacher Mrs. Forrester now puts the girls through their vocal paces. Tomorrow, one of them will be speaking in public as compere of the catwalk show.
And it's not your voice, it's the voice of the school.
The compare's job is to announce the outfits being modelled.
And white slash in emerald green.
But the lofty language of the catwalk is all Greek to Shari.
She is the epitome of the perfect future daughter-in-law. Well, she is, but it's epitome, not epitome. Let's have our next model, Karen.
Jessica sports a country outfit, ideal for the grouse moor.
And Kerin falls flat in all the wrong places.
All right, stop. Classic example of how not to do it. You're putting all the stress on moor. Ideal for the grouse moor.
Ideal for the grouse moor.
No, grouse moor.
Ideal for the grouse moor.
No, for the grouse moor.
For the grouse moor.
Back home, 24-year-old Kerin Armstrong lives life in the fast lane, where feminine charms count for little.
I've always been one of the boys into bikes, cars, surfing, everything.
Kerin's a rock chick, and she doesn't do dresses.
Don't feel comfortable wearing skirts and high heels and stockings and a pearl necklace. Who owns pearls?
She's the eldest of the intake, but so far she's failed to take things seriously.
Just let me a little bit over the top for a picnic. I don't do strutting or pouting.
And it looks like nothing's changed.
What are we hoping to transform you into?
A lady.
Are you ready for it?
I hope so.
Now, are you ready for it really, Karen, or do you still inside feel that you are the Australian girl in her Ugg boots and her tracky bottoms? Now, which are you, honestly?
I still feel like the tracky.
I thought you did.
And the Ugg boots. Just doesn't interest me. I'm not a high-maintenance show pony sort of girl. I'd rather play around with a car engine and pull something apart.
You don't have to hold your hands together as if you're a bridesmaid. Okay.
In deportment, the girls have learned to walk straight and walk tall. But now, teacher Lady Devonport needs to teach them how to glide down a catwalk.
So now walk like I told you, looking where you're going. Exactly.
Despite letting her guard down in the makeup session, now Danelle's back in the classroom, it's a different matter entirely.
Could you try a smile? I know it's difficult.
I'm sick of people telling me to smile.
But you know what? It just changes your face. You're a very, very pretty girl and it makes you beautiful.
I don't care.
Well, if you don't care, what are you doing here? Do you not want to learn anything?
No, I don't care if people think I look beautiful or not.
Do you find this particularly difficult doing this? Showing off clothes and things? No.
No.
So it should be easy for you then? Yes? Less difficult perhaps than some of the others, do you think? Your body language and everything just says, keep away from me, don't come. It's like you've got a ring of barbed wire around you. I want not to have that. I want people to engage with you and I want you to have some warmth about you.
With Danelle's moody behaviour hindering her progress, Mrs. Harwood wants to get to the root of the matter.
Why have you been struggling?
I've just been struggling with my anger and I guess I just don't like being criticised sometimes.
None of us do. What sort of sparks it off?
I I don't really know. I just have such a short temper, it can be anything. I've been like that for a long time.
I'm worried that there's this big knot inside that's not letting you enjoy your life as a young person. You're so pretty. You have so much to offer. You have. You're going to have to start believing that. Now that I've been speaking to Donnell, I have seen a completely different side to her.
I feel happier now that I've kind of let my guard down more, just so I can relax more.
I'm now in a complete quandary as to how to handle her.
I think it's still a bit of a day-to-day thing. My moods are all over the place. I could be a shitty bitch again tomorrow.
Here we have the clothes.
Is that mine? That's gorgeous.
Here you are.
Charity fashion shows are a regular feature of the social calendar. And tomorrow, the Laddettes will put on a show of their own. They will model designer clothes in front of distinguished guests.
Okay.
For Jessica, it's a perfect chance to show off.
Do you feel good?
Yeah, I feel excellent.
You do feel
like
good.
I look beautiful.
Do you?
But wearing a dress is the last thing tomboy Kelly wants.
Now, look at yourself and think. There's a beautiful woman in there. Do you think you look pretty good?
No.
21-year-old Kelly Johnson is from Melbourne, and for her, being all bloke is a matter of pride.
I don't care what I look like when I go out. As long as I've got a hat, fine.
Hardly the belle of the ball, Kelly is happier with a bat and ball.
I've played cricket since I was 9. For my Christmas that year, my brother bought me a box. That was a bit awkward.
Kelly causes confusion with her gender-bending ways.
I used to have little kids coming up to me. Are you a boy or a girl? Doesn't help I don't have boobs.
And creates havoc when she's out on the town.
I love my beer. Just pretty much drink myself stupid. And then by the end of the night, I'm either abusing someone or I'm in the gutter chucking somewhere.
2 weeks into finishing school, and she still doesn't see the point of looking like a lady.
Makeup and look gorgeous.
Makeup's false advertising, because it's not showing you who you actually are. It's showing that you can pack on a lot of makeup and look like someone different.
But for Mrs. Brewer, dressing up is not just about looking different.
You look regal.
It's about opening doors.
Dressed like that, you could be taken anywhere. When you walk down that catwalk tomorrow, you've got to go down thinking of the Queen of Sheba.
Okay.
All right?
Whatever they may feel inside, on the catwalk tomorrow, the girls must put the show before themselves and behave like duchesses, not ducks. It's the morning of the salon show, and a dawn chorus reminds the Laddettes why they're here. But the teachers also have some important news. Not all the girls will be models in the limelight today. One must compare the show in school uniform.
And we have decided that the girl to do that will be Jessica. This is a great honour, Jessica.
I really did not want to do it.
Back in Australia, 19-year-old Jessica Shaw-Woolford is never happier than being the centre of attention.
I make you horny, baby, do I? Do I make you randy?
And taking a back seat just isn't her way.
Tits out Tuesday, woo!
In school, she's buckled under pressure.
Focus, all right?
But recently, she's learned some self-control.
Cool.
But now she's landed a starring role she doesn't want.
It's really frustrating. I really do not want to do this. I was heaps looking forward to this. Now, I don't even want to go.
Jess, you get up in front of strangers all the time and take your clothes off. This is only talking.
Exactly. This is where you have to hear my voice. I hate my fucking voice. Do you think I want everyone else to hear my fucking voice? No. Now I can't stop swearing. Whoopsie daisy.
But there's no time for tears when a dress rehearsal is ordered by Lady Devonport.
Just get the clothes on and get on with it. Right. All three girls stop, make a nice pose. Shari, start walking. Jessica, start talking.
Shari wears lemon linen trousers.
Jessica makes a tentative start as compere.
Just a little bit louder. Can you just go up a bit? Not in shrieking.
Right, go get changed quickly into the next. Quickly.
We are now going into our evening wear line.
And catwalk model Kelly struggles to find her feet.
Okay, no, stop. Right. You're doing this again. Try to feel feminine. You're not a boy.
Kelly's exhausting me. I feel so furious with her. She's walking exactly like a builder on his day off. I can't do anything about it.
Kelly's long satin black nightgown is covered...
Excuse me. Sorry. Stop doing this, Kelly. You're walking like a duck.
Evening wear by Pia Nishi.
Karen might be statuesque, but she's made of stone.
Move your arms a little bit, not too much, but just show you're actually alive inside that dress. Please.
You're like a wooden doll.
Listen up.
A successful show is all about smooth operation.
You're not Kayla.
I'm first.
Yeah, well, they've got it a bit messed up.
But nervous Jessica is still a far from perfect compere, falling foul of the staff again.
Calm down. Jessica, keep calm because you're getting in one of your moods. Take hold of yourself, all right?
And walk off.
The rehearsal is a comedy of errors. But if they don't improve, it'll be no laughing matter.
I'm extremely nervous, Rosemary.
Now Jessica makes a last-ditch attempt to avoid her duties.
I can't breathe properly.
But her protests fall on deaf ears.
Come on, Jessica, pull yourself together. I tell you what to do. If you get worried, look at me. OK? Or Mrs. Hardboard.
It's the day of the fashion show, but there's more to this week's challenge than strutting their stuff on the catwalk. They must also prepare an elaborate spread for their high-powered guests. And for this occasion, tea and biscuits simply won't suffice. Instead, they must prepare from scratch a vast array of delicacies: 30 Cointreau cakes, 40 dainty pastry tuiles, 40 chocolate profiteroles, 30 strawberry tartlets, and 90 delicate sandwiches. All this by 6 girls who, until previously, could barely boil an egg.
I did forget to butter like all of these, so they're all going to be fucked.
It seems an impossible task.
My tartlets are over here. They're not looking too good. They're a bit thick.
Kayla's sandwiches should be cut thinly and presented in perfect triangles.
This is probably about as thin as the bread should be. This is probably about as thick as I've made it.
Mrs. Schrager may have set the bar high, but the girls are aiming low, and time is running out.
They might not look perfect, but they should still taste alright, so I don't really care if they whinge, they can shut their face.
I think our guest would be polite enough not to say anything.
Lady Henrietta Rose, how lovely.
Shari may be underestimating the calibre of her guests, but Mrs. Schrager certainly isn't.
Throw those out. Throw them away.
Next to arrive is Harriet Jagger, high-flying fashion editor, and Lady Kenilworth, famed jewellery designer.
And these aren't quite cooked. Look at the top. You think that's golden round the edges? Well, there's nothing we can do about it now.
And from fashion house Holland & Holland, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, comes Niels van Rooyen.
Tarts, please. I don't like the look of the pastry. I'm telling you that now. All right? All right, Kelly. The twills look nice. Kayla, look at that thick bread. I can't believe there's nothing we can do about it. Right.
Mrs. Schrager can only hope the guests are more forgiving than her.
OK. Now, off you go. Quickly, girls, because we're running behind. Hurry up. Hurry. Oh, dear.
In the salon, the girls make an impressive entrance.
Did you make this?
I made the profiteroles with Jessica.
Oh, you made the profiteroles?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Kelly isn't shy in coming forward.
My name's Kelly.
Hello, Kelly. Nice to meet you.
What tea would you like?
Oh, great.
But soon the truth is out.
It's unacceptable. Look at that.
Look,
there's a
I know.
cross on there. There should be crosses.
Yes.
Beautiful and not acceptable.
No.
And now the gloves come off.
Your cuffs are filthy. I will never go to an English tea being served by a lady with cuffs looking like that. Can you tell me why?
Thank you for pointing that out to me. I have to go and get ready for the salon.
That was bad. They were bad, weren't they?
No.
They were terrible. Yep.
Pastry's too thick.
Yep.
Across the room, Kayla's efforts have some fiery repercussions.
We definitely want to know who's tried to poison us with the ham and mustard. Kiki has had such a very strong sandwich that her eyes are watering.
Faced with a hard-boiled profiterole, Mrs. Brewer makes light of a heavy situation.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Somebody who can't make a profiterole, obviously.
I think you look quite sweet in that. What do you think?
Backstage, the girls may think the tea is over.
What's your problem?
But in the salon, there's a problem.
We need tea. We just, we've been left.
Now one laddette is about to be put to the test.
Janelle, my two ladies are waiting for tea. You've got to look after your guests. Come back and import the tea. Thank you.
Due on the catwalk in just 5 minutes, Danelle's in a jam.
Entree for.
Back in uniform, she must keep her cool.
The lady is incapable of pouring her own cup of tea.
Will Danelle's trademark temper flare up in Mrs. Hubbard's face?
Would you like sugar with yours?
I'll just have milk, please.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. That's okay.
At last, Danelle is making an effort.
Yeah, I've kept my cool. I've got the important people on my table. I can't be rude to them.
That's it, Karen. Well done. Is everybody ready? Because we're going to go in a minute.
Tea has been an abject failure.
No, you're not.
But the show must go on.
Are they lime?
I'm feeling very, very nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
The designer of these clothes has already told me off twice, so I don't want him to see me wearing his clothes. I'm scared.
After tasting the sandwiches, which you can see I haven't finished, I am rather concerned for the fashion show.
But now it's showtime.
The first line of clothing that we are going to be viewing today is the Out of Africa range. Shari is wearing lemon linen trousers with a pink candy-striped cotton shirt. Next, we're going to be viewing cocktail dresses by the Australian designer, Mr. K.
Quick. Third girl on the runway, quick.
Now we have Kayla. Kayla shows a heavy crepe evening gown with a sequined shoulder and bust detail.
The girls seem to be pulling it off.
And a small inset train.
But now it's Kelly's turn.
Now we have Kelly. Kelly shows a flattering electric blue satin gown with a diamante detail.
Even she takes to the catwalk like a duck to water.
We now have evening wear by Pia Michi of Milan.
And finally, a smiling Danelle looks every bit the lady,
Black satin skirt.
to the applause of even the most critical. It seems the girls have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, I think for once people actually saw me as feminine. And that was a really good feeling, because I'm so used to people walking down the street and thinking, what a massive tomboy, dykey-looking thing.
Ladies!
Beautiful ladies.
The girls raise a glass and toast their success. And the bachelors join, clearly impressed. And a joyful Jessica finally gets a pretty dress.
Mahalo was in my throat. I swear to God, my heart was in my throat the whole time.
While the other girls are measured in their celebrations, Jessica's success goes to her head.
Cheers to me for not snorting when I was laughing.
Cheers to Kelly for not duck waddling.
I am celebrating our excellent day. I've had an awesome day. I was very, very nervous this morning, and I really did not want to do the job that I had to do, which was being the commentator. And I think I pulled it off quite well. We are now cheersing to our success.
And when Mrs. Schrager enters,
Girls.
Jessica's excesses are all too clear.
Jessica, you've had a little bit too much to drink tonight, though. I have to tell you.
Oh, I'm feeling good.
Yes, I bet you are.
I was very...
Shh! Kelly, behave yourself. I suggest you do not have any more to drink. Thank you. You know, she's had a great day. She's been given everything. She's succeeded in her task. But now she's let herself down. And you know what? That is so frustrating.
It's assessment day at Hereford Hall, and the girls are about to be held to account for their performance during the week. Afterwards, one of the 6 laddettes will be packed up and dispatched to Australia.
I've never hated so many people in one house in my life. Not you girls, by the way, that was nothing. Maybe you.
I didn't even notice.
Jessica is first to face the teachers. She was given a job she didn't want,
I hate my fucking voice. Do you think I want everyone else to hear my fucking voice? No.
but triumphed in the end, until she was undone by success and champagne.
She's let herself down. And you know what? That is so frustrating.
All you wanted to do was to prance about in pretty dresses.
I just get really nervous, public speaking, and...
Absolute rubbish. You are a performer.
You had a chance to shine and get attention without flaunting your body. That wasn't good enough for you, was it?
Well, I didn't want to flaunt my body. It wasn't that. It's just that the girls look so pretty, and I was in my uniform, and...
You've got your priorities wrong. And I'm not convinced that you're ever going to get them right.
I despaired last night. You were drunk. You were slurring your words. You were the only one. You want to leave your old life behind because we're not convinced yet.
I hate my old life. I don't want to be like that anymore. Everything in my life is just a disappointment, and everything that I do is just disappointing to everyone. So that's why I'm here.
Turn off the tears, please.
I'm trying to hold them back as hard as I can.
Now you may go.
Thank you. Really angry right now. I think I did really well yesterday. I tried so hard.
This week, Kerin has dropped to the bottom of the class. She fell flat in elocution,
Ideal for the grouse moor.
No, grouse moor.
was lifeless in the dress rehearsal,
Just show you're actually alive inside that dress.
I don't do strutting or pouting.
and her profiteroles were deadly.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Somebody who can't make a profiterole.
Worst of all, she's shown no inclination to change.
I'd rather play around with a car engine and pull something apart.
You're wooden. Yesterday you were wooden on the catwalk.
I thought I did well.
Well, you didn't. I just can't see where you're moving on at the moment. I really cannot. But, even worse, the profiteroles. They were like little bullets, and some of them were even burnt.
I tried really hard to cook the profiteroles. It's the first time I've ever made them.
I cannot see the effort that is required coming from you. You're really rather like a glass of water, colourless. You may go.
This week, Danelle's been at war with herself.
I'm sick of people telling me to smile.
She revealed a painful past.
It means my sister died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
and let her defences down with Mrs. Harbord.
You have so much to offer. You're going to have to start believing that.
Only for the old Danelle to reappear.
They're all going to be fucked.
But when put to the test at tea,
My two ladies are waiting.
it was service with a smile.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back.
But is it too little, too late?
Yesterday, you failed to return to serve our tea. I fully expected that you would have lost your temper and be that sullen girl that I knew once. But yesterday, you made the school feel really proud.
Thank you.
I am touched that you have allowed me to see that softer side of you, and all I am beseeching you is that you allow me to continue to see it. Please.
Next is Kelly. Not amused by her feminine makeover, she was least likely to succeed on the catwalk.
Stop doing this, Kelly! You're walking like a duck!
Then the tomboy blossomed into a lady. But has she made enough steps in the right direction?
Now, you know, during rehearsals yesterday, you waddled, you were round-shouldered. Then, by a miracle, you came down the catwalk beautifully. What I can't understand is you did it once, why don't you continue? Right.
The guests loved you yesterday. However, I'm less than pleased with you. You seem to still have this overriding problem of appearing not to care less.
I'm trying very hard. I'm giving it my everything. I don't think I've ever wanted something so much in my life.
You've got a very hard job to convince me, I can tell you.
Oh, it pisses you off when they sit there and talk shit. Like, sit there and say that you're not progressing when you know you actually are. And they're fucking assholes.
Last to face the teachers is Kayla. The aristocracy were shocked at her sandwiches.
We definitely want to know who's tried to poison us with the ham and mustard.
And she offended one guest with her shoddy appearance.
Your cuffs are filthy.
She performed well on the catwalk, but will it make up for her earlier failings?
You know, this week was all about presentation. I don't think in the whole of my time at the school I have ever felt quite so embarrassed. You were slovenly, your cuffs were dirty. It was disgusting. There was no finesse at all. And I was absolutely... I had to live with that embarrassment all through the show.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Schrager.
You now got to start taking pride in yourself and your work. You can go.
I'm sorry that I embarrassed you. Thank you. They wouldn't eat anything that I touched because my cuffs were dirty. Hey, guess what? They're still dirty, and now they have boogers on them, and I don't care.
Despite a week of huge change, the girls have faced stiff criticism, and the teachers are in disagreement about which laddette should leave.
You know, she's just not going forward, and she doesn't get it.
I mean, for me, she is a disaster in the cooking.
Well, I still think, Rosemary, that there is that potential there.
We've given her all we can.
No, I don't think we have.
But only one girl can be sent home, and she'll soon be on her way. It's the end of the third week of term, and the laddettes have all failed in some respect. Now it's time to find out which girl the teachers will send home.
Better sit down. Girls, the salon show was a triumph. It was elegant, restrained, and professional. But tea? It was a fiasco. Its presentation, which was of the utmost importance, was shoddy in the extreme. Kayla, your sandwiches were an abomination.
I think I did very well to get all of them finished.
I think it's time you didn't try to challenge me. Jessica, you are a petulant princess who throws tantrums when she doesn't get her own way. And your drunken antics suggest you've learned little of what it is to be a lady. Kerin, somewhere along the line you have got lost. We're not convinced that you know why you're here, or that you genuinely want to change at all. So the girl I'm asking to leave this week is Kerin.
Pack your bags. You've got 20 minutes. The car will be waiting for you in the front.
Fucking out.
Do you know, it's so tiresome.
Lucky I already packed. I can go back to being me now. Go for a surf. Oh my God. Where are the girls? Suck dick, Shari.
You won. You won, man. You won.
Are we sure that we made the right choice?
We made the only choice.
See you, bitch.
See you, darling.
Got you like this.
Reading material for the play.
I stole half of this.
What's that called when they show the top of your bottom?
I have no idea, Rosemary, and I don't want to know.
Karen.
Bye, Dad.
You know, we've only got 3 weeks left.
Oh, Rosemary.
Stay on the other side of the world.
Love you guys.
You win.
Gonna kill it straight away.
Next time, the temperature rises.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, Gary.
When the laddettes host an elaborate dinner party for some discerning guests.
There was a hair in the souffle.
Someone just found a hair in their souffle. She just went mental at me.
Some deliver the goods, while others boil over.
I hate her, and I've tried so hard to be so nice to her.
I think it's time that I go to bed.
Yes.
And at the end of the week, yet another laddette faces the chop.
I would love to get rid of her today.
Well, they're as charming as ever, aren't they? Now then, a rather big glitch in the proceedings. Tomorrow night in Midsummer Murders, that's at 8. Coming next, stay with us for October Road.